We need to get to this story here. Some disturbing allegations against a former Indianapolis Metro Police probationary officer, Myron Howard, now charged with rape and official misconduct.
He's accused of using his job to take advantage of a domestic violence survivor he was supposed to help. Fox 59's Max Lewis is digging into the court documents and spoke with the woman's attorney.
Had my client not been bold enough to come forward and contact me, he could have continued his reign of terror.
Attorney Mark Nicholson represents the woman who says probationary officer Myron Howard raped her inside her own home. According to court filings unsealed today, Howard, along with other officers, had responded to the victim's home earlier this year on a domestic violence call and arrested the victim's boyfriend for hitting her. After the scene cleared, the victim says Howard came back to her home alone, telling her, quote, "You know you could have went to jail too, but I didn't say anything, so I need you to do something for me." The victim told investigators he proceeded to rape her for the next 10 minutes.
You don't expect a police officer, someone in law enforcement, to do such a thing, and that's what makes it worse.
During the investigation, detectives also uncovered another incident where Howard offered a ride home to a woman who had just been in a car accident. In exchange for the ride, investigators say the victim had sex with him in the back of his patrol car.
What kind of officer thinks that that's appropriate behavior? Seriously, so if that's not a predator, I don't know what one is.
Investigators say Howard turned off his body camera during the alleged assault, but maintained that the sex was consensual. During an interview, he told detectives he had sex while on the job numerous times at his previous departments. Attorney Nicholson doesn't buy that the sex was consensual and believes there's likely other victims out there.
Someone that is going out preying on women that are sexually or emotionally or financially vulnerable, right? They are seeking for those type of victims that they can attack.
IMPD says Howard had been with the department for about a year. He was still on probationary status when Chief Chris Bailey fired him last month. He is due in court for his initial hearing on Thursday. At IMPD headquarters, Max Lewis, Fox 59 News.
IMPD Chief Chris Bailey fired Howard on March 14th. He was able to be fired before going through the Civilian Police Merit Board because he was still under that probationary status. In a statement today, the chief says in part, quote, "His alleged actions not only violated his sacred oath to our community, but he abused his power and took advantage of a victim when she was most vulnerable." He also later added that this is not a representation of the force he leads and sending his prayers to the victim.
This is the story of Saul Murray, a 33-year-old loving father of 6. Saul enjoyed posting.
We need to get to this story.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil. The devil just means deceiver. Okay? And the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. First and foremost, I would like to say, Kahalayim, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakat Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And once again, hey, Shalom, this is another lesson. And as you see in the video, this is these policemen, they out here doing all type of things, man. They're using their badges to get away with doing all kind of wickedness in the earth. All right? And this woman, she calls them for help after she's supposedly been, domestic dispute, right? She been in a domestic dispute and took the man out the house. Now get this. Now the man, okay, if the man would have been in that house, there would have been no way that he probably could have, but it would have been she would have had a better chance of safety if her man was still in the house with her. Okay. So by her calling the cops, Salakia, by her calling the cops to get her husband, boyfriend, whatever, whatever she want to call it, if they was living, that was basically her husband. She gets him arrested. She gets him arrested. Okay, and then her doing that comes back to bite her in her ass, literally. And then she has this cop come over and double back because he don't saw the goods. When he came over to arrest her husband. Oh man, you in here beating on this lady, whatever the case may be. You in here beating on her, yelling at her, calling her names, When it all boiled down to it, that husband was most likely putting the law down on her ass for her stepping out of line. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, that's what was going on. No man never, that I witnessed, just up and attacks a woman that he's, he's in a relationship with, unless he's, bugged out on drugs or something like that. But most of the time, you're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see a man just up and attack a woman. There's always a reason behind these situations. Okay, it's never I'm gonna go and attack my woman just because I feel like it. Like I said, the only time that happens is if this person is like an alcoholic or something like that. But anyhow, like I said, she called that cop, and then that cop sees her, and he's like, shoot, I'm going to take this man to jail, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to grape her. And I find it strange how YouTube will take and give you strikes and stuff for saying the word, but then they'll put the word in these news articles, in these news videos. But so that lady just basically thought she was getting away from trouble and got herself in more trouble. Okay, let's get Amos 5:19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. And this is how it's going to be in the time of Jacob's trouble, which is fastly approaching. Okay? With all the current prophecies that are being fulfilled, hey man, Jacob's trouble is knocking on the door. And you women, y'all ain't going to be able to call these police officers. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no telling, because I don't see how they didn't show a picture of her, but in order for him to even do that, she had to be something that was, something that was nice looking for him to even just want to come back and do that to her. So all you chicks out here, you going to get those BBLs, get those damn breast implants, get your lips and stuff did so they can be fuller. You got your damn big ass eyelashes on, looking like Snuffleupagus. Okay? Well, you call the cops in those days, those cops 9 times out of 10, if you look like they want to do something to you, and hell, you might not even look like anything, hell, they don't care. Hell, I've seen stories about these cops now. They raping dudes, taking them into warehouses. They had one, I think it was in was it Baton Rouge? It was called the Brave Cave. You know what I'm saying? So if you get brave against the cops and you go a buck back against them, then they're gonna take you into the Brave Cave and buck break you and all this other shit. All this shit gotta go. This is a wicked kingdom, and it's like people don't realize that we're being this world is being ran by a wicked nation. You see. Otherwise, all this stuff would be going on. You wouldn't have to call the cops, and then worry about if the cop gonna come in and grape you. You won't have to worry about none of those things. But under Sleazy E, you gotta worry about that. You gotta worry about things like the Brave Cave. You know what I'm saying? And hell, I seen one guy. He moved from I think Chicago, and I think he went to Missouri. It was another officer, and he was riding around and sodomizing guys. You know what I'm saying? So you got to deal with that living here in damn Babylon. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with those type of things here. But this lady, she just got herself in a whole lot of more trouble. I bet she wish she would have never called those damn cops over there on her husband. You know what I'm saying? So would I bet she regret calling them. Let's get one more. It's the book of Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that cold just basically means like insane. People are just flat out nutcases. Just bug out. Just bug outs. And that's what that was. And they said this guy was a probation officer also. So just imagine that for him to do that with the way he didn't have a care in the world of getting caught. I'm pretty sure he was doing those same things to his parolees. When they get out of jail, a lot of women get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? They want to do drugs. They want to continue getting caught up in crime. And they got that guy right there as their probation officer, and they get caught up in some more crime. Hey, I send you back to jail. You better go ahead on and toot that ass up. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, but that's what you women got to look forward to. We got these psycho ass people going to get jobs to work at the police department, so they can just continue being, so they can just be wicked as hell. Okay, that's why I just read right here. Because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that iniquity, that just means sin. So you got sin all over the place. Okay? That's just sin on top of sin. Like that guy right there, he's been running around raping people already before. That's why he feels so comfortable doing what he did to her. You know what I'm saying? So all you people, all you women, men too, you know what I'm saying? Y'all better walk circumspect and realize what's going on. We living in the last days. Shalom.